bat second and play shortstop. In the 3 spot, it'll be Will Petner. He will play first base. In the cleanup spot will be the designated hitter, Marco Gonzalez. Chris Scott will hit 5th and play right field. Derek Perez will play third base. Austin DeBriel will be in left. Tyler Butterfield will be the catcher, and rounding out the order will be Brandon Hepp at second base. Get the defense for you for Jasper in just a moment. Here's Alex Cerna. First pitch from the lefty, Jack Drew, is wide, ball 1. First pitch about 5 minutes early, 1:25. 94 degrees here in Wichita. We're looking for a high of 96. Heat index right now 100 degrees. And that pitch is wide for ball 2. Light wind out of the south at 13, blowing out to left. So we'll see if that affects some of the play today. And the 2-0 is in there. Good strike at the letters. 2 balls and a strike to Alex Cerna. Cerna looking for his first hit of the World Series. He's 0 for 2 so far. And the pitch, that is driven up the middle. Norris coming in, lays out, and makes the grab. Fantastic play right out of the gate for Norris in center field. Read it well. That ball was hit on a line right at him. So, good play to start things here in the top of the first. 1 out now. Here's Anthony Ward. Ward playing shortstop. First pitch to him. Good change of pace from Jack Drew. And he'll be in the head in the count, 0-1. Ward 1 for 2 in the series. And that is bounced to the left side, and that'll get through there for a base hit. So the hot bat continues for Anthony Ward, and with 1 out, the A's have something cooking. This will bring up Will Petner. He is also hitless. 0 for 2 in the series, playing first base. A's didn't exactly light it up with the sticks in the first game, hitting .067. And the first pitch from Jack Drew floats outside. Defensively for the Reds, Santagorski in left, Norris in center, Campbell in right. Eater at third, Grove at shortstop, Simmers at second, and Aulis over at first. Hettinger will be the catcher, and on the mound, a left-hander, Jack Drew. Good lead over there by Anthony Ward. We'll see if they get something going. Fouled back. And Pettinger, he is a Canadian. He is out of Hamilton, Ontario. And he takes a ball low. 2 balls and a strike. Snap throw down to first. Not in time. So Hettinger thought he was off just a little bit too far. Thought he would throw it down there. And it's going to keep him honest. Two balls and a strike. Runner goes. Pitches inside. Throw down to second. Not in time. So Ward picked a great pitch to run on. Off-speed pitch inside. Hettinger did as good a job as he could possibly can handling the ball and making the exchange. The throw was just a little bit late. So give Anthony Ward a stolen base, and the A's have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. 3 balls and a strike now to Petner. Chance to get on the board early right here with a base hit. That is lifted to right. Campbell has a beat on it. Runner looks like he's going to tag. Catch is made. Here's the throw. It's cut off. And Ward over to third. Ball was just a little bit too deep to have any kind of play at third, and Ward runs very well. 2 outs now. And this will bring up the cleanup guy, Marcus Gonzalez. Gonzalez hitting in the DH spot. Steps in from the right side. He is also 0 for 2 in the tournament. And that's wide, ball 1. And Gonzalez out of Manteca, California. He is at Modesto Junior College. He will be a sophomore. And that is popped foul on the right side. First baseman Ollis. That's in and out of his glove. New life for Marco Gonzalez. You know, these third basemen and first basemen, when they're going after these balls, are running downhill for the most part, and that is something that I think is starting to affect them a little bit because there's quite the crown on this playing surface. Just guessing. And that's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Hedinger. That saved a run right there. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. We're in the top of the first from Wichita. And here's the 2-1. That's wide. 3 balls and a strike to Gonzalez. Drew, a 6-foot, 200-pounder out of IU Southeast. And it looks like Hedinger is going to go out and talk to him. Pretty quick conversation. First of 4 ball games today. Plenty of time to get down here if you're in the area. And if you're watching online, we appreciate it. That is swung on. Foul tipped. Caught by Hedinger. 3-2 now. If you're watching online, crank up the air conditioner, get a cold drink, and enjoy us all day. We'll have them all for you. No reason to go outside if you don't want to. And the 3-2 is driven to right field. Campbell ranging to his right makes the play in the hole. And that'll do it. So the A's are going to leave one here in the top of the first. We've played a half inning in Wichita. No score. We'll be right back.
For 6 generations, this land is provided for this Kansas farmer's family. Now, it also provides affordable, clean energy for Kansas. Watch the full story at weststarenergy.com/clean energy.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's how the home team, the Jasper Reds, will go. Patrick Norris will lead it off and play center field. Brian Grove will be at shortstop. Taylor Sanagorski will hit third and play left field. In the cleanup spot will be Brandon Jackson. Caleb Eater will hit fifth and play third base. Chris Campbell will be in right. Austin Ollis at first base. Adam Hedinger behind the plate. And Austin Simmers at second base. First pitch to Patrick Norris is in there for a call strike. Norris 0 for 4 in the tournament. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. Norris, a 5'10", 165-pounder out of Central Methodist. Hits from the left side, so we got a right on left matchup, and that is a good strike on the corner. Norris in the hole 1 and 2. That is bounced foul. Norris played that one off of him. Here's how the Defense will be set up for Fresno. DeBriel will be in left, Cerna in center, Scott over in right. Perez will play third base, Ward at short, Hepp at second. Petner will be over at first base, Butterfield behind the plate, and on the mound, Trevor Phillips. Phillips, a 6'1", 195-pound right-hander out of Merced Junior College. And a little change of pace there, foul straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hot day here in Wichita, and that is going to be a base hit to center. So Norris behind in the count, just stuck the bat out, made good contact, hit it right where it was pitched, and drove it up the middle for a base hit. And that'll be Norris's first hit of the tournament. That'll bring up Brian Grove, swinging a pretty hot bat, hitting .500 in the tournament. He is playing shortstop today. Back-to-back left-handers. That's bounced to the right side. Second baseman Hepp unable to get it on the short hop. That was kind of between them. Norris around to third, and with nobody out, the Reds have something cooking. We'll see how they're going to score that. Grove at first. That was kind of in no man's land. That can go either way. Hepp had to come get that one on the short hop. Grove runs very well. Not sure they were going to get him. I think they're going to score that one a base hit. This will bring up Taylor Sanagorski. He's playing left field today. Caught the first game out of Emporia State. And yes, that is a base hit. So 2 hits now for the Reds. Runners at the corners. Runner goes, and they fake the throw to second and looking back to third. So Grove down to second, Norris down to third. Second and third, nobody out. We're in the bottom half of the first. No score from Wichita. And that's wide, ball 1. Big ballpark here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. We're right here on the banks of the Arkansas River, right here just southwest of downtown. A beautiful view from where I'm sitting. And the 2-0 is wide. So Phillips in a little bit of trouble here. Looks like Butterfield is going to go out and talk to him. Playing surface is artificial here at Lawrence Dumont, except for pitcher's mound. So if you're looking for dirt, you'll find it in pitcher's mound only, or you got to bring your own. We will continue to refer to the ball in the dirt because ball in the BBs doesn't make much sense. That's a call strike. 3 balls and a strike now. 330 down the lines here. 385 in the alleys. 400 to dead center. This is my 7th ball game to work this year. I've yet to see a home run, and that is wide, ball 4. So Sanagorski, one of the best eyes in the business, draws a no-out walk, and that'll load him up. So the Reds have an opportunity to jump on the A's early. This will bring up the cleanup hitter, Brandon Jackson. 0 for 4 for the tournament. Steps in from the right side, open stance, and he takes wide, ball 1. Jackson, a 5'11", 205-pounder. Off-speed pitch, almost hit him. And it looks like Tim Culver, the skipper for the A's, is going to go out and have a conversation. Lots of baseball to be played today. This is 1 of 4. The 4 o'clock game, Steve Strain will have that one for you. It'll be the Inland Empire California Golden Bears versus the Dallas, Texas Dirtbags. And at 7 o'clock will be Great Bend versus the Hattiesburg, Mississippi Black Sox. And the nightcap and the late game will be the West Chase Texas Express versus the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs. 4 games a day here. There will be no baseball around the clock. I'm good with that. I'm not really good past 9:30. Well, 2 balls, no strikes, and a fastball swung on and missed. Jackson had the idea that he was going to hit that one out in the street. 2 balls and a strike, still a hitter's count. And that misses high and away. 3-1, no place to put him. Bases are loaded. First baseman's in. Third baseman playing behind the bag. Looks like they're going to concede the run up the middle, get the double play. That is swung on and squirted foul. That might have been ball 4. That ball was on the outer half. I'm told by the truck there have been 2 home runs in the tournament so far, just not in front of me. And that swung on and missed. Good change of pace, and Jackson will be retired. So Phillips is helping his cause a little bit. 1 out now. And this will bring up Caleb Eder. Eder, a big right-hander, playing third base. He is also 0 for 4 for the tournament. The Reds as a team hit 133 in game 1. So the Reds hit 133 and the A's hit 067. Something has to give today. Eder out of Indiana Wesleyan, and he drives that one up the middle for a base hit. 1 run is going to score, and they're going to hold the runner. Good idea. That throw was right on the money from Cerna. So credit Eder with an RBI base hit. Everybody moves up. Norris scores, and the Reds lead it 1-0. This will bring up Chris Campbell. Campbell playing right field, 1 for 3 in the tournament so far. Campbell goes to college, and he'll wear that one. He goes to college at Southwestern, and he will wear the first pitch and be credited with an RBI. So Grove will score, and that's 2-0 Reds. Good start for the Jasper Reds. Here's Austin Ollis. First pitch swinging, popped up. Ward to shortstop, going back, shallow left field. Infield fly rule is called, and that'll be out number 2. Well, 2 outs. Phillips getting a little help out there. This is now the catcher, Adam Hedinger. Pretty tough guys today catching this time of day in this heat. This is his first appearance in the tournament. And that's a good off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. And the 0-1. Another change at 69 mile an hour. That's swung through and missed. That one wouldn't even have gotten you a ticket on Kellogg. Good change of pace from Trevor Phillips. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that is a breaking pitch that's outside in the dirt, blocked nicely by Butterfield. We're in the bottom of the first, bases loaded. Reds have pushed 2 across. Some activity now in the Fresno bullpen. Looks like Alec DeMaria getting loose. Right-hander. And that's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Butterfield. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Wind appears to be freshening a little bit. Heat index 100 degrees now. 2-2. That's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes, so the runners will be off with the pitch. Be interesting to find out, see who wins this battle. Phillips wanting to make a pitch right here. Runners are off. Off-speed pitch, bounced foul.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out.
And we'll do it all over again. Here's the 3-2. Runners are going. Off-speed pitch again, bounced foul. Like almost identical to the last one. Hettinger, the 8th man to hit in the order. Hanging tough. And we'll try it again. Here's the 3-2. Runners are off. That's bounced to the left side. A one hopper to Perez. Steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So the Reds get a couple. They're going to leave 3. We've played 1 inning here in Wichita. It's the Jasper Reds 2. Fresno A's nothing. We'll be right back.
Hey, sir,
Love you, Coach. Thank you.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. It looks like the pitcher for Jasper, Jack Drew, is going to have a little cushion here. They lead it 2-0. 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Fresno Athletics. It'll be Scott, Perez, and Dubril. Here's Chris Scott. He's 0 for 1 in the tournament, playing right field. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Scott out of Scottsdale. He goes to the University of St. Mary. Pitch from the left-hander, bounce to the left side. Eater on a couple of hops, up with it. Over to first. That throw is up the line, and that will, looks like Aulis and Scott collided. At least Aulis' arm was in the base path. Aulis is up now. He was unable to hold on to it. The ball and Scott got there at the same time, so both of them are going to walk it off. That will go as an error. So Scott reaches on an error. And the A's have the leadoff man on. Here is Derek Perez. First pitch swinging, pops it up. That is shallow right field. Right fielder coming in. Campbell lays out, unable to come up with it. And that will fall harmlessly. So it'll be a base hit for Perez. It's his first base hit of the tournament. Scott down to second. He had to hold up to make sure that that ball was not caught. So he just gets into second base, backing up the play very nicely, the center fielder Norris. Here is Austin Dubril. Dubril hits from the left side. He plays left field. He is hitless in the tournament. It's his first appearance in the tournament, actually. And he shows bunt. And they're going to appeal. He did not go. Looks like he got the bat pulled back in time. Ball and no strikes. Dubril out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Also goes to the University of St. Mary. Shows bunt and takes a strike. Looks like he was trying to drag or push. Looks like the umpire is going to want to talk to the manager, Tim Culver. Tim Culver came down the line like he was on a mission. So we're out to talk about something, not sure what. I didn't notice anything was out of the ordinary. Looks like they're talking about the pitcher, Jack Drew. At least the manager from the A's is either that or they're learning the two-step. I'm not sure. Looks like it's a pitching issue. Conversation over. Culver back to the third base box. And we'll reset it. 1-1. Shows bunt. Offers again. Misses. And he goes around. Ball and 2 strikes. Not exactly textbook bunting fundamentals here, illustrated by DeBriel. See if they put it on again with runners at first and second. Nobody out. And that is a soft liner that'll fall harmlessly just beyond the first base bag. 1 run will score. And Perez over to third. So that'll be a well-placed base hit by DeBriel. It's his first base hit of the tournament. And Chris Scott will score, and that'll cut the lead in half, 2-1. Perez around to third, first and third now. Here is Tyler Butterfield. He is 0 for 2 for the tournament. Butterfield doing the catching. First pitch to him from the left-hander Drew. Runner goes, throw down, and he's out. So DeBriel caught stealing here in the top of the second. 1 out now. Looks like Butterfield squared. And that is bounced just over the head of the pitcher. The run will score. Nobody is there. The pitcher, Allis, somehow or another ended up almost to the second base spot. That was just over the left side of the pitcher. Not sure exactly why Allis was over there. Simmers was up with it, and that'll go as a base hit. So that'll tie it up 2 apiece now. Here's Brandon Hepp. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. Hepp 0 for 1 in the tournament, playing second base. Hepp out of Fresno, California. Drew steps off and tries a pick to first. Pitch is swung on, popped up down the right field line. Campbell makes the play right on the foul line. So 2 outs now. Top of the order. This will bring up Alex Cerna. He's 0 for 1 today. Still hitless in the tournament, so he's 0 for 3 for the tournament. Steps in from the right side. Off-speed pitch, that's in there for a strike from Jack Drew. Cerna, the center fielder today. And that is pulled foul down the left side. Cerna out ahead of that one. Unable to keep that one fair. Tim Culver running through some signs over there at third. And that's wide. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. We're in the top of the second. A's have tied it. They get 2 here in the second. All tied up 2-2. That is an off-speed pitch grounded to the third baseman. He'll go the short way to second base, and that'll do it. So after 1.5, we're all tied at 2. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. Austin Simmers will lead it off. He takes the first pitch high. It'll be Simmers, Norris, and Grove. 8 men went to the plate for the Reds in the bottom of the second. Off-speed pitch just floats high. 2 balls and nothing. Simmers 0 for 3 in game 1. Simmers playing second base today. That's in there for a called strike. Simmers out of Jasper, Indiana. That is wide, 3-1 now. Trevor Phillips out for his second inning of work. Gave up 2 in the last inning. It's in there for a strike. Count is full now. The Reds lost 8-0 to West Chase of Texas on Sunday. Well, they're 0 for 1. Bounced up the middle, right back to the box. Phillips snags it, flips to Petner, and that'll do it for Simmers. 1 out, top of the order. Here's Patrick Norris. Norris 1 for 1 today. He's 1 for 5 for the tournament. Base hit and scored in the first. Norris hits from the left side. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. Norris out of Central Methodist, 5'10", 165-pounder, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. That'll leaving it up 1-1. And the 1-1, that is bunted, foul. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom half of the second from Wichita. Game 1 of 4 today, all tied up at 2. Good change of pace, and Norris swings through it. Phillips gets his second strikeout of the game, and that's 2 down. So bring up Brian Grove. Grove also 1 for 1 today, so that would make him 3 for 5 on the tournament. Singled and scored in the first, and he takes a strike. Phillips appears to be a little bit more dialed in this inning. Good change of pace on the outside corner, and Grove is in the hole, 0-2. And the 0-2 is in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase something. And good discipline from Brian Grove. And that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. California Golden Bears and the Dallas Dirtbags will be up next. Steve Strain will have that one for you. And a 2-2. That is popped foul.
That foul ball is brought to you by Aegis Group. For all your insurance needs, call Aegis or visit aegisgroupprotects.com.
And here's the 2-2. That is bounced up the middle. Second baseman Hepp in the hole. Gets a glove on it, but unable to come up with it, and that'll go as a 2-out base hit for Grove. Just over the glove of Trevor Phillips. Almost had his second comebacker of the inning. This will bring up the left fielder, Taylor Sanagorski. Walked and was stranded in the first. Sanagorski 0 for 2 in the tournament coming in. And he takes the ball inside. .5'11", 195-pounder out of Emporia State. Throw to first. Grove back in time. Taylor played as a true freshman at WSU. Great receiver, great eye. That is popped foul. Catcher Butterfield giving a look, and that'll reach the seats. Good time to be out here if you're a little kid. Collect a lot of baseballs today. And the 1-1 to Sanagorski. And that's wide. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, runners at first. And Phillips with a delivery. That is driven to right field for a base hit. Grove will be over to third. The throw is cut off. They throw behind, try to get Sanagorski. He's back in time. 2 outs now. Reds have something cooking. Runners at the corners. This will bring up the cleanup guy, Brandon Jackson. Struck out in the first. He is 0 for 5 for the tournament. It's be a good time to snap out of this slump and put the Reds on top. Throw to first. Sanagorski back in time. Sanagorski does run well. Can't expect him to steal a base from time to time. And that is driven to left center. DeBriel over ranging to his right and makes the play in the hole. Good play by the left fielder. And the Reds will leave a couple. We're through 2 innings. We're all tied at 2. We'll be right back.
Let's say you start an engineering company and you look at all this, the places where people need to work, play, and learn, what they need to live, what they need to live better. And you know which part you want to work on? All of it.
And welcome back. Top of the third we go. We're all knotted at 2. Fresno A's and the Jasper, Indiana Reds all tied up. Looks like Jack Drew will continue to work for the Reds. He will face 2, 3, and 4 of the A's order. It'll be Ward, Petner, and Gonzalez. And the first pitch to Ward is a strike on the outside corner. 2 runs, 4 hits for the A's. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Reds. Off-speed pitch that is driven to right center. Campbell ranging over to his right and makes the play on the run. First out of the inning. Ward is retired. This will bring up the first baseman, Will Petner. He is 0 for 1, so he is 0 for 3 for the tournament. Still looking for his first base hit of the tournament. Left on left matchup here. And that is wide, ball 1. One out, ball and no strikes. That is bounced to the right side. Simmers on 2 hops. He's up with it over to Allis in time. So 2 men up, 2 men out. And the cleanup guy now, Marco Gonzalez. He popped out to the right fielder first time up. He is 0 for 1 today and 0 for 3 for the tournament. And he takes a ball low. Gonzalez out of Manteco, California. And he takes ball 2, low and away. And here's the 1-1. That is bounced to the left side. Great diving play by Eder. He's up and throws out Gonzalez. So Eder goes to his left, lays out, comes up with it, rolls over, comes up and fires a strike to Allis to get Marco Gonzalez by a half a step. So the A's go in order. We're through 2.5. We're all tied at 2. We'll be right back.
NBC baseball fans, make some noise if you wish you were mowing your lawn right now.
Just kidding. What if you could mow your lawn right from your stadium seat? Seriously, get out your phone, go to the App Store, and download the Lawn Buddy app. The first 100 people to book service with Lawn Buddy will be entered to win free lawn care for the rest of 2017. Lawn Buddy. Push button, get lawn care.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the third. We're all knotted at 2. Fresno A's, Jasper A's out of Indiana. They're Reds. It'll be Eder, Campbell, and Allis for the Reds. First pitch to Eder is swung on and missed. Eder laid out for the last out of the inning. Fantastic play at third base. And that is wide, ball 1. Count even 1-1. I know the folks in Indiana know, but other folks listening, that the Jasper Reds, the organization dates back to 1893. That's in there for a strike. So the Jasper Reds have been around a long time. This is their 5th NBC appearance. They're 0-6 overall. So they're looking for their first win today in the NBC tournament. That ball is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Phillips continues to work for the Fresno club. That is outside. Good fastball at 81 miles an hour. Just missed. Phillips faced 5 batters in the last inning. That is bounced foul. Faced 8 batters in the first. Your umpires today behind the plate, Robert Dickinson, Ted Burkeast over at first, and in the rocking chair at third, Clint Wheeler. And that is driven to left field. DeBriel is ranging to his left and makes the play. So Eder is retired.
Right fielder number 7, Chris Campbell.
This will bring up Chris Campbell. He was hit by a pitch in the first. He offers at the first pitch, and he's in the hole 0-1. Campbell was credited with an RBI. That's in the dirt, and that makes a screen. Ball and a strike. Campbell 1 for 3 in the first game of the tournament, and that's wide. 2 balls now and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the home half of the third. We're all tied at 2. Off-speed pitch misses inside. Very hot day here in Wichita. Temperature around 96 degrees. Heat index is over 100. Good off-speed pitch from Phillips. That'll catch the outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And a 3-2. That's in the dirt. That'll be a 1-out walk to Chris Campbell.
One of the 3 Wichita Federal Credit Union locations and ask how much money they can sell you from.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Austin Ollis.
For details.
Popped out to the shortstop last time. He's 0 for 4 in the tournament. Hollis, a big feller, and he takes a pitch wide in the dirt. Nice block by Butterfield. Hollis out of the University of Indiana, 6'2", 225 pounds. And the runner goes, and the throw down, and a good slide by Chris Campbell. Looks like the throw was there in plenty of times. Campbell looks like he brought in that inside arm and grabbed the bag with the outside arm. So good heads-up slide by Campbell. That'll be a stolen base. And Ollis has a chance to break the tie right here with a base hit. And the 2-0 is fisted foul. Almost makes it back this direction. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Runner at second base. 1 out. That is fisted. Popped up. Looks like the catcher, Butterfield, is going to make the call just inside fair territory in front of the plate. And that will retire Ollis. He was very anxious at that plate appearance. Not a good plate appearance at all for Ollis. Pitches on his hands all day long. 2 outs now. Here is Adam Hettinger. Hettinger 0 for 1 today and 0 for 1 in the tournament. That's a good off-speed pitch on the inside corner for a strike. So after giving up 2 runs in the first, Trevor Phillips has settled in a little bit through an inning and 2/3. That's in there for a call strike. Good location. Phillips ahead, 0-2. See if they can put away Hettinger. And the 0-2 is bounced to the left side. Shortstop's going to have to wait on the big hop. Ward, good strong throw, and gets Hettinger by a half a step. That's one of those times where he had to wait on it, and he had a good strong throw and got him. So the Reds are going to leave one. We're through 3 innings here in Wichita. We're all knotted at 2. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th. Fresno A's and the Indiana Reds all tied at 2. Looks like Jack Drew for the Jasper, Indiana crew will continue to work. He'll be out for his 4th inning of work. Looks like we have a timing horn. It looks like it's going to be strike 1. It looks like they're saying that Chris Scott was a little tardy reaching the batter's box, so 0-1 to Chris Scott. And the pitch to him is wide, ball 1, so that'll be 1-1. So it'll be Scott, Perez, and DeBrile here in the 4th. Scott reached on an error, and that is up the middle. Grove ranging behind the bag, turns and throws, and it one-hops the dugout. So Grove gets to it behind the bag at second base in shallow center field, turns and throws a strike to the dugout. So that'll be a base hit for Chris Scott. That'll be his first hit of the tournament. And Derek Perez now, he is 1 for 1 today and scored. He takes a ball. Perez 1 for 1 in the tournament, scored in the 2nd. And the leadoff man is aboard for the Fresno A's. That is bounced to the left side. Shortstop up with it over to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. So the Reds will get the lead man here. 1 out. Perez on at first with the fielder's choice. Perez runs very well. Ball was not hit sharply enough to turn. And here's Austin DeBrell. DeBrell 1 for 1 in the tournament. Singled in the 2nd. And that's a strike. And the 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on. That'll be flied to left. Sanagorski ranging over to his right and makes the play. Perez has to retreat, and that'll be 2 outs. So bring up the catcher, Tyler Butterfield. He is 1 for 1. So 1 for 3 for the tournament. And the first pitch to him. That is wide, just misses outside. Drew, a pretty fast worker. And quick to the plate. And that is swung on and missed. Bat will end up out to third base.
Both grips has the solution. Both grips have back grips, and batting glove system use another advanced technology that allow you to grip the bat.
This inning brought to you by the makers of Pine Tar. Butterfield, one of those pure hitters, no batting gloves. No stickum either, I can tell. And the 1-1. And that's in there for a call strike. That's good spot by Jack Drew. He hit the outside corner on the black. So ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Butterfield. Drew gave up a couple in the second. That is bounced back to the mound. Drew goes up the ladder, able to snag it, flips to first base, and that'll do it. So the A's are going to leave one here in the top of the 4th. We've played 3.5. We're all tied at 2. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 4th. We're all knotted up. Jasper Reds versus the Fresno Athletics. We're all tied at 2. First pitch to Austin Simmers. That is outside ball 1. It'll be 9-1 and 2. It'll be Simmers, Norris, and Grove scheduled for the Reds here in the 4th. A's got a couple in the 2. Reds got a couple in the 1st. That is bounced to the left side. Ward is up with it over to first. Good strong throw. Gets him by a couple of steps. So Simmers is retired for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 11, Patrick Norris.
1 out now. Here's the top of the order, Patrick Norris. 1 for 2 today. He is 1 for 6. Struck out in the second, singled and scored in the first. And the first pitch to him is White. Right on left matchup. And that's in there for a strike. Ball and a strike. Game almost an hour old. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Sunny skies here in Wichita. A few fluffy cumulus clouds floating around, but nothing to really provide any relief. And that's in the dirt. 3-1. And here's the 3-1. That is a check swing. He goes around, and that'll be 3-2. And it's inside, and that'll walk him. So Norris draws a 1-out walk, and he's aboard here in the bottom half of the 4th. Game all knotted at 2. Both pitchers have had an inning of struggle. Other than that, they have managed things very well. Here's Brian Grove. Tough out today. He's 2 for 2. And 3 for 6 for the tournament. Good lead over there by Norris. He goes. Throw down. And he got him. That throw was right on the money by Butterfield. And Norris is caught stealing. Took a perfect throw to get him. Good jump by Norris, but he will be out on the throw from Butterfield. So 2 outs now. And the pitch to Grove is in there for a strike. Ball and a strike. And the 1-1 off-speed pitch, pop to right. DeBril going back and makes the play. So the Reds are going to go in order here in the fourth. We have played 4 innings. Fresno A's 2, Jasper, Indiana Reds 2. We'll be right back.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. KSN meteorologist Leon Smitherman here with you. Quick look at your forecast. Hope you're having a great time out there at Lawrence Dumont and enjoying the NBC World Series. Here's the setup. As you know, it's just another scorcher. This heat is just relentless, and today, no difference. Temperature's about 100 degrees as you're sitting there in the stands. Problem is, as you know, the humidity makes it feel even worse. So you've got a heat index around 105. Plenty of the right fluids. See if you can find some shade and drink loads of water. As we head towards sunset, we're still looking at lots of sunshine. As that sun does go below the horizon, temperatures are still going to be into the upper 90s. We'll call it about 97. And then as you're heading home this evening, it is still going to be very warm, very muggy. Numbers are going to be looking like they're into the mid-80s. So, again, see if you can find some shade. I know it's going to be a hot one out there. Have a great time at the ball game. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning to Kansas Today and join us for the latest forecast. We kick it off at 4:30, and we go until 7. Have a great afternoon.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. We're all tied at 2, Fresno and Jasper, Indiana. 9-1 and 2 scheduled for the A's. It'll be Hep, Cerna, and Ward. Hep 0 for 1 today. And he is 0 for 2 for the tournament. And he takes a strike. Jack Drew out for inning number 5 of work. He's given up 5 hits, a couple of runs. A little hiccup there in the second. And good off-speed pitch is batted foul. Other than that, he's pretty much faced the minimum. No balls, 2 strikes. 9-hole man, Brandon Hep. That is bounced to the left side, foul. Hep out of Fresno, 5'6", 155-pounder out of Cornerstone University. Pitch to him is wide. Drew trying to tickle the outside corner. Good eye by Brandon Hep. We're in the top of the 5th. We're all tied up. 5 hits apiece for each club. Off-speed pitch bounce to the right side, foul.
That foul ball is brought to you by Aegis Group. For all your insurance needs, call Aegis or visit AegisGroupProtects.com.
Ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. That is wide, makes a screen. We're in day 4 of pool play. Yesterday's scores: Round Rock 7-5 over Fort Collins. Valley Center lost to Sterling, Colorado 11-4. That is bounced foul. Mulvane 10-5 winner over 316 Elite. And in the nightcap, the Shockers took care of the Northwest Boom 14-9. And the pitch just missed outside. Count is full, 3-2. Temperature now 96 degrees. Heat index 102. Wind out of the south at 13. So that'd be like a blast furnace. So Hep will draw the walk.
Take a walk into one of the 3 Wichita Federal Credit Union locations and ask how much money we can save you each month. Visit WichitaSCU.com for details. Nominate the center fielder number 14, Alex Cerna.
So Jack Drew walks the 9-hole man. And now we're at the top of the order, Alex Cerna. He's 0 for 2, and he takes a strike. Fresna 0 for 4 in the tournament, looking for his first hit of the tourney. Steps in from the right side. Fresna playing center field. He's out ahead of that one, swings through it and misses. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Fresna out of Fresno goes to Miramar University. And the pitch is wide. Ball and 2 strikes. If you're coming out, be sure you're hydrated. And that's wide, ball 2. Snap throw down to first. And Hepp is back in there. Hayes lost 10-0 to Cheney on Sunday. This is their first appearance in the tournament. They qualified out of the Western Association Collegiate League. And a 2-2. Swung through and missed, and that'll do it for Fresna. And 1 out now. We brings up Anthony Ward. He is 1 for 2 today. 2 for 4 in the tournament. And the runner goes, and the pitch is fouled off. That was Drew's first strikeout of the game. Guess Drew believes in the democratic process, spreading the work around. Kevin Costner would be thrilled with that. And we'll see if Hepp's going again. And that's in there for a strike. Ward in the hole, 0-2. Ward out of Southwestern Christian. He comes from Fresno. And the pitch swung on. That's going to be a little flare into right. Coming hard is Campbell. Tries to lay out and make the basket catch. Unable to come up with it, and that'll be a base hit for Ward. Campbell had to come a long way for that one. And Hepp down to second. He wasn't sure whether that ball was going to be caught. He almost got caught in no man's land. He slides into second base just in time. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Got some activity now in the Reds bullpen. Jacob Gibbs getting loose. And Gage Shell. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound by manager Bob Ollis. Not sure whether they're going to go get him or not. No indication yet. 1 out, runners at first and second. Leadoff walk to Hepp and a base hit. A little flare by Ward. Not exactly squaring up Jack Drew. Basically hitting them where they ain't. My apologies to all the English teachers listening in. Now Will Petner will hit. He is 0 for 2. 0 for 4 in the tournament. And the pitch. That's low, ball 1. Ball and no strikes, runners at first and second. Drew will step off and chase back Hepp. Hepp with good speed, always a threat to run. And we're going to have a timing violation. Ball 1 assessed against Jack Drew. You only have 19 seconds once you get the ball back from the catcher to deliver the next pitch. And a ball will be assessed. So here's the 2-0 pitch. That's wide, 3-0. Drew struggling a little bit here in the fifth. Top of the fifth, we're all tied up. Runners at first and second, one out. And that misses wide. Second walk of the inning issued by Jack Drew. So that'll load him up for the cleanup man, Marco Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 2. Looks like Bob Hollis is going to go to the mound. We're going to have a change. We'll see who it is. We'll tell you all about it as soon as we can see a number. And that'll be it for Jack Drew. He goes 4 1/3. He gives up 2 runs. However, the runs on base are his responsibility. So we can't close the book on him yet. He gives up 6 hits. Looks like Jacob Gibbs will take over. He's 195 6-footer out of Newman, right-hander. So a local guy during the school year attends Newman. He is called upon to clean up this mess. He is going to inherit a bases loaded situation, only 1 out. More baseball to come. At 4 o'clock will be the California Golden Bears versus the Dallas, Texas Dirtbags. And at 7 o'clock will be Great Bend out of the Jayhawk League versus the Hattiesburg, Mississippi Black Sox. And in the nightcap will be West Chase, Texas Express versus the Cheney Diamond Dogs. So plenty of baseball to watch. There will be 4 games a day. This thing will wind up on August 6th with the championship. So just plan on either tuning in or coming out every day and watching some great baseball. And Marco Gonzalez will be up with them all loaded up. An opportunity here to break this tie. He's 0 for 2. He is 0 for 4 in the tournament. So it'll be a fantastic time for him to get his first base hit. Maybe help his club out and break the tie. First pitch is swung on and missed. And a good strike from Jacob Gibbs. And here's the 0-1. That is driven to left field. Foul. A lot of room in foul ground here in left field especially. Quite a bit of room over in right field. And it looks like that he is going to need another piece of lumber. So Gonzalez down in the count, 0-2. Going to get him another piece of wood. Clock has started, so that means he's going to have to hurry up a little bit. 10 seconds to get in and get ready. And no balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. 1 out. That is popped up. Left fielder Sanagorski coming in and near the line makes the play. And the runner bluffs a tag. And Sanagorski throws a BB to the cutoff man, Eater. And he would have been out by 1.5 miles. So 2 outs now. Big opportunity missed there. And it'll be up to Chris Scott to keep this thing going. Scott reached on an error in the second and scored. Takes a pitch inside, almost hits him. Upset with himself that he didn't wear that one. He's 1 for 2. And 1 for 3 for the tournament. And that's in there for a call strike. That'll even it up 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. A's have them loaded. We're all tied up. That is bounced to the left side. And Eater tries to make the tag on the runner. And Ward avoids it. And a run will score. So Hep will score. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Scott will reach on a fielder's choice.
Number 80, third baseman, number 13, Derek Perez.
Looks like Ward went a long way to get out of the way of that one. Here is Derek Perez. No argument out of the Reds dugout. And that is bounced to the left side. That'll get under the glove of Eater and go into left field. Here is the throw home. And Petner is gunned down by Sanagorski in left field. So Fresno gets a couple. They lead it 4-2. They leave a couple. And we go to the bottom half of the fifth. 4-2 A's. We'll be right back.
Make the most of every single moment. After the game, head to visitwichita.com for all there is to see and do.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the fifth. Reds with a little bit of work to do. They give up a couple in the top of the fifth, and they trail the A's 4-2. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Reds. Sanagorski, Jackson, and Eater scheduled. And Sanagorski takes a strike. Sanagorski 1 for 1 today. He is 1 for 3 for the tournament, and he swings through one. He's in a hole 0-2. Pitch appeared to be outside, so that is rare for Sanagorski to take a hack at something out of the zone. Very good idea of the strike zone. And the 0-2, that is bounced. Phillips out for inning number 5. A little bit of a hiccup in the first. Other than that, he is settled in. That is just outside. Off-speed pitch at 69 mile an hour. Tried to get Sanagorski to chase one. And here's the 2-2. That is lifted to right field. Sanagorski out ahead of that one. Scott has a beat on it and will haul it in. Well, the leadoff man is retired in the bottom of the fifth, 1 out. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, Brandon Jackson. He is hitless today and in the tournament. And he takes a pitch inside. Some activity in the A's bullpen. That is bounced up the middle, and that'll be through there for a base hit. So Jackson records his first hit of the day and the tournament. And with 1 out, the Reds have something going here in the bottom of the fifth.
Third baseman, number 9, Caleb Eater.
This will bring up Caleb Eater. Base hit and RBI in the first. He's 1 for 6 for the tournament. And he takes a strike. Alec DeMaria getting loose down there in the Fresno bullpen. throw over to first. Jackson back in time. Jackson does run well, so that would explain the concern. And that's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Butterfield. Both catchers have been a wall today. Phillips with a check, not a big lead over there, and that's in there for a call strike on the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes to the third baseman. Throw to first. Jackson back. And the 1-2. That is through the hole on the right side. A line drive into right field. Jackson will hold at second. So a base hit for Eder. He's 2 for 3 today.
Eder records his second hit of the game. That brings up the right fielder, number 7, Chris Campbell.
So the Reds have something going. First and second, 1 out. They trail it 4-2. 7 hits apiece for both clubs. Here's Chris Campbell. Hit by pitch in the first, walked in the third. He's 1 for 3 for the tournament. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. And the 1-0 is in the dirt. Butterfield out to talk to Phillips. 2 straight pitches in the dirt. Probably a one-way conversation, Butterfield being the initiator on this one. Going to remind him he's got a two-run lead. Go-ahead run at the plate. Man, going to remind him to stay dialed in. And that's in there for a strike. So whatever Butterfield said seemed to have worked. 2 balls and a strike. And a 2-1. Good change of pace from Trevor Phillips. That one had Campbell way out in front. Count even now, 2-2. Phillips looking for a ground ball, try to get out of it here, or a strikeout. And that's in the dirt, 3-2. Campbell choking way up. Don't see that very often. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners at first and second. 4-2 A's. And that is a high bouncer to the left side. Third baseman coming in, fields it on the hop, and he throws it wide. That'll be a throwing error. 1 run will score, and they will hold Eder. So Jackson will score. They'll get 1 run back. They now trail it 4-3. Eder around to third. That will be scored as a base hit for Chris Campbell. That was a high hopper. Campbell down to second base on the wild throw. This will bring up Austin Ollis. Things unraveling a little bit here for the Athletics here in the 5th. 1 run across, runners at second and third. Only 1 out. Ollis 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Ollis 0 for 3 in game 1. He's out of Indiana. And the pitch is high. 2 balls to nothing. So Ollis can sit back and look for something here. Time is called. Second baseman Hepp wants to come in and talk to Phillips about something. Maybe a little word of encouragement. Conference over, Hep back to his position. And the 2-0. That's in there for a call strike at the letters. 2 balls and a strike. And here's the 2-1. That's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Butterfield. It gets away from him, but he's able to retrieve it before Eder could advance. Well, 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count for Hollis. They're deep all the way around. And a 3-1. That is bounced up the middle. Hep lays out, and he is able to catch it, but that's it. So 1 run will score, and that'll tie it up. That'll be Hollis's first hit. Credit him with an RBI. Campbell down to third. Looks like we're going to have a visit from Tim Culver of the Athletics. Looks like they're going to make a change. Somebody is coming in. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment.
Once again, fans, if you're just now showing up, we welcome you to the historic Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Welcome to the banks of the Arkansas River, the 83rd Annual NBC World Series, powered by Westar Energy. And we welcome you to Tie-Dye Tuesday.
And it looks like number 3, Alec DeMaria, will take over for the Athletics. DeMaria, a 175-pounder. He's 6'1" out of the University of Mary. He's from Fresno. Right-handed pitcher. So he'll be called on to try to slow down the Jasper Reds. They've gotten a couple here in the bottom of the 5th to tie it up 4-4. Runners now at first and third. He'll face Hedinger and Simmers, the 8 and 9 hole batters in the Reds order. And DeMaria has finished his warm-up pitches. Conference on the mound. Make sure they have the sign straight. It is Tie-Dye Tuesday here at the ballpark, celebrating the Summer of Love. I was a smidge young for that. And this will bring up the catcher, Adam Hedinger. He is 0 for 2 today. Hitless in the tournament. Good time to break out of it. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Off-speed pitch is in there. 4 strike 1. Very unique delivery from DeMaria. Kind of an interesting release point. That is squirted into right field for a base hit. So Hedinger gets his first hit of the tournament and will go ahead. So Campbell will score. 3rd run across for the Reds here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead at 5-4. And here's Austin Simmers. He takes a strike. So 3 hits given up by A's pitching here in the bottom of the 5th. That is swung on and fouled, and that'll make the seats. Simmers down in the count 0-2. He is hitless today and in the tournament. And that's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Butterfield. Nothing gets by that guy. Butterfield, a 210, 5'9", 210 pounder out of Riverbank, California. And that pitch is low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second. That is fisted to right field. Scott coming in, makes the play. And into the diamond to the cutoff man in time. Runners will not advance.
Coming in, the center fielder, number 11, Patrick Norris.
And 2 out for the top of the order, Patrick Norris. Norris 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. Struck out in the second. And walked in the fourth. So he's 1 for 6 for the tournament. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Ball and no strikes, 2 outs. 3 across for the Reds. They lead at 5-4. And that's low, ball 2. Butterfield out to talk to him. That's 2 straight balls in the dirt. No activity in either bullpen. First game of 4 today. Plenty of time to get out here if you're in the area. If you're not, settle in, turn on the AC, and we will entertain you. That is just inside. 2 balls and a strike. Steve Strain will be bringing you the 4 o'clock game. And the 2-1, that's in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. 8th man to bat in the order. 3 across for the A's so far. And that misses high. Actually, that was 3-2. My apologies. That'll load him up. 9th man to bat in the order. Here's Brian Grove. So Norris down to first base with a 2-out walk. First pitch to Brian Grove is low, ball 1. Grove 2 for 3. He is 4 for 7 in the tournament. Swinging a pretty hot bat. And he takes ball 2. And the 2-0. That misses wide. 3 balls, no strikes, no place to put him. We're loaded up. Butterfield out to talk again. Not real good command out of Alec DeMaria just yet. See if he can climb back into the order. Looks like some activity now in the Reds bullpen. We'll let you know who it is. Gibbs is going down to get loose. And that's a ball. So back-to-back walks here.
Take a walk into one of the 3 Wichita Federal Credit Union locations.
Allis will score. And the Reds now lead at 6-4. And here's Taylor Sanagorski, not the guy you want to have up with the bases loaded. He can hurt you in a few different ways. Takes a ball. And that's inside. It hit him. So Sanagorski will wear that one, credited with an RBI. Hattinger will score.
I believe the cleanup hitter, just a hitter number 10.
5 runs across.
Cleanup hitter is brought to you by OxyPress Carpet Cleaning, the world's greenest carpet cleaner.
7-4 now. Reds were in the bottom of the 5th. Reds have scored 2 in the first and 5 in the bottom of the 5th. Sanagorski having to walk that one off a little bit. He has reached base now. He's ready to go. Base is still loaded. 2 outs. Alec DeMaria unable to get out of it. And the pitch. That is a call strike to Brandon Jackson. Jackson singled earlier in the inning and scored. He was the second man to hit in the inning. Got his first hit of the tournament. That is fouled back. That got a piece of Butterfield. Takes a pretty tough hombre to catch in college. These guys take a pretty good beating. Both catchers have been a wall this afternoon. Nothing has gotten by them. Some activity now in the A's bullpen. And that's wide. Good backhand by Butterfield. That ball was way over into the left-hander's batter's box, and that hit in front of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. And swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So the Reds get 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. They leave them loaded. And they lead it 7-4 after 5 complete from Wichita. We'll be right back.
The city's not just built. It's grown to the needs of people. You make the infrastructure, the muscle, bone, and circulation, so natural to the body of the city that you almost forget they're even there.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 6th. Fresno A's have a little work to do. They trail it now 7-4. The Reds get 5 in the bottom of the 5th. Here in the top of the 6th, it'll be DeBrell, Butterfield, and Hepp, 7, 8, and 9. Gibbs continues to work, shows bunt. High hopper in front of the plate, catcher out in front. Hettinger down to first in time. Good play by Hettinger, home plate. He was out from behind home plate in a hurry. So DeBrell trying to get something started. He is thrown out for the first out of the inning. This will bring up the catcher, Tyler Butterfield. Actually, there will be a pinch hitter. This will be number 21, looks like, is going to come in. This is Levi Martin. He is out of Italy. Goes to Cornerstone University, steps in from the left side. So Martin will hit for Butterfield. Butterfield was 1 for 2. Not sure exactly why, but we will go with Martin. So he takes the first pitch. Low, ball 1. And the 1-0, that's in there for a strike, so that'll even it up 1-1. Ball and a strike, 1 out. A's trail at 7-4. That is bounced foul. Martin out of Vicenza, Italy. 5'9", 200-pounder. And that just misses outside. Good pitch from Jacob Gibbs. Gibbs now with a 3-run lead. And the pitch is wide. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fresno needs base runners in the worst way. They trail it by 3. And that is in there for a call strike. Martin tosses his bat away thinking he had ball 4, but he'll be headed back with a right turn to the dugout. So that'll be 2 outs now. Looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter. Looks like Ubaldo Romo will hit. So Romo will hit now. He's out of Atwater, California. Will be a freshman at Modesto Junior College. 5'9", 165-pounder. First pitch swinging, and that's into right center for a base hit. So Romo gets his first hit of the tournament and his first hit of the day. So Romo is aboard with 2 outs. Top of the order now, here's Alex Cerna. Cerna hitless today and in the tournament. He is 0 for 3. And he takes a pitch high, ball 1. Ball, no strikes. Off-speed pitch floats in there for a call strike. Cerna not so sure. Count even now, 1-1. And the 1-1 is in there for a call strike. Ubaldo fakes a steal, and he's back to first. Pitch is popped up to the right side. Allis comes in and makes the play in foul ground. So Fresno leaves one. We're through 5.5. The Reds 7, the A's 4. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 6th. Reds leave the A's 7-4. Reds put up 5 in the bottom of the 5th. It looks like it's going to be Alec DeMaria will continue to work for the A's. 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Reds. It'll be Eater, Campbell, and Allis. Eater 2 for 3 today. Runs scored in the 5th. he takes a pitch wide. Count even now, 1-1. Eater with an RBI in the first. Pitch is swung on, popped up, big league fly ball, right, shallow right field. Scott coming in makes the call, and that will retire Eater. So getting the leadoff man is going to be big help for Alec DeMaria.
Right fielder number 7, Chris Campbell.
One out. Here's Chris Campbell. Campbell 1 for 1, a walk and a hit by pitch, RBI. And the first pitch to him is low, ball 1. And that's fisted foul. Looks like Ubaldo will come in to play second base. For Hep, and that's in there for a strike. Count even 1-2. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very hot day today, temperature 96, heat index over 100. And that swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch from DeMaria, and that'll take care of Campbell.
HVAC companies, call 943 heat or 943 cool, and let the experts at Bonnestock get your coat off this summer. Now, but the first baseman number 22.
And it'll bring up the first baseman, Austin Allis. 1 for 3 today, 1 hit in the tournament. And that misses outside. And the 1-0 is popped up to left. That'll be in foul ground. Left fielder DeBriel over and makes the play. Good long run for him to make that play. Made it look easy. And the Reds go in order. So we're through 6. Reds 7, A's 4. We'll be right back.
For every celebration, for every 6 a.m. wake-up call, for every heartache, for every homecoming, for every home, there is York. Environmentally responsible and technologically advanced to provide the optimal home environment while keeping you connected. Life by You. Comfort by York.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go to the top of the 7th. Fresno with a little work to do. They're behind 7-4. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Looks like we had a timing whistle. And looks like we're going to restart it. No penalty on anybody. Ward, Petner, and Gonzalez scheduled. First pitch to Ward is low and away, ball 1. Ward 2 for 3 today, singled and scored in the 5th. And a good change of pace. He swings through it and miss. Count even, 1-1. Two in the 2nd and 2 in the 5th for Fresno. That is through the left side for a base hit. So that'll be Ward's 3rd hit of the game. He's swinging a very hot bat. That'll be his 4th hit of the tournament.
Scores his 3rd hit of the game, brings up the first baseman, number 20, Will Petner.
This will bring up the 3-hole, Will Petner. Walkton was stranded in the 5th. He is 0 for 2. Petner hitless in the tournament. Steps in from the left side. And that's a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch from Jacob Gibbs. And here's the 0-1. A runner goes. Throw pitches outside. Throw down to second on the shortstop side. Not in time. Tough pitch for Hettinger to handle and make the exchange. Pitch was way over in the right-handed batter's box, and that'll be a stolen base for Ward. That's his 2nd stolen base of the game. And that's wide outside. 2-1 now to Will Petner. And a runner goes again. That is pulled foul down the right side. That'll be off the water cooler in the bullpen. Count even now, 2-2. Time is called. Nobody out, a runner at second. A's trail the Reds 7-4. And that is up the middle for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. And here's the throw to the plate. It'll be cut off. And they'll hold the runner. So maybe a pretty prudent move over there by the coaching staff for the A's. You certainly don't want to make the first out at home plate. And Petner gets his first hit of the tournament. So the A's have something cooking. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Here's Marco Gonzalez. So Gibbs in a little bit of trouble here. And that's bounced back to the mound. Only play he'll have is to first base. Just a small toss to the first baseman. And Ward takes advantage of the lack of velocity on the throw to first base to score from third. So the A's will get one back. They only trail it by 2. One down now. Petner down to second. Here's Chris Scott. And first pitch swinging, fouls it back. Scott 1 for 3 today. Reached on an error in the 2nd and scored. And reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th. And good location on that off-speed pitch from Gibbs. Swung through and missed. So Scott in the hole 0-2. See if Gibbs can finish him off. That is bounced to the left side. A one hopper to Eater. He's up with it over to first to get Scott. Eater had to wait on that one a little bit. Good strong arm over there. And Scott is retired for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 13, Derek Perez.
And now here's Derek Perez. Got his first hit of the tournament in the 2nd. 1 for 3 today. And he takes a strike. And the 0-1 just missed inside. Gibbs a very quick worker. You don't dare look down too much at your score sheet. You'll miss something. And the 1-1. That is popped up right side. Aulis in foul ground, making the call. Sunglasses down, and he makes the catch. So the A's will get one. They will strand one We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-5 Reds. We'll be right back.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
Back! Let's finish strong!
If you're happy and you know it, clap your cleats.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. Reds lead it 7-5. The Reds will have 8, 9, and 1 up. It'll be Hattinger, Simmers, and Norris scheduled here in the bottom of the 7th. Reds got 5 in the 5th and 2 in the 1st. They lead it 7-5 over the A's from Fresno. Here's Adam Hattinger. Single scored last time up. First pitch swinging, and that's into right field for a leadoff base hit. Alec DeMaria out for his 3rd inning. This will bring up the second baseman, Austin Simmers. He is 0 for 3 and hitless for the tournament. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner now. Do you know who that is? Looks like Jared Simmersheim will run now. He's out of Vincianis. He will run at first. For Hattinger. Good lead over there by Shimmersheim. Shows bunt. Pulls it back and takes a ball. Nobody out. Leadoff man on. Leadoff base hit by Adam Henniger. Shows bunt. That's back to the pitcher. Only play will be at first. He's over to first in time. So DeMaria off the mound. Fields his position pretty well and throws a strike to Petner. 1 out. And Simmers will be credited with a sacrifice. 1 down, top of the order. Here is Patrick Norris. Norris 1 for 2, a couple of walks, run scored in the 1st. Runner at second base, 1 out. That is bounced foul. Good play over there by the first base coach. Snags that one with his bare hand. And the 0-1 from DeMaria. That is ripped foul down the right side. So Norris finds himself in the hole 0-2. 1 out, runner at second. Reds lead at 7-5. 11 hits for the Reds, 10 hits for the Athletics. And DeMaria fakes a throw to second base, chases back Shimmersheim. And the 0-2. That is wide. Ball and 2 strikes. Game has slowed to the speed of smell here. DeMaria not exactly a fast worker. That is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Patrick Norris. That is swung on and missed. Good pitch on the outside corner by Alec DeMaria. And that'll be out number 2. Now it'll be up to Brian Grove to keep things going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Grove walked in that big 5th inning. Couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. And that pitch gets away from Martin, and that'll be a pass ball. And Hattinger, or actually Shimmershine, will advance to 3rd. So Grove with the opportunity to get a little insurance run right here with a base hit. They lead it 7-5. 8-5 would certainly be better. And the 1-0 bounced foul down the right side. That looked like it was off his foot. California Golden Bears versus the Dallas, Texas Dirtbags will be coming up next. Steve Strain will bring that one to you. Don't want to miss that. And the 1-1 to Grove. That is low. One thing about DeMaria, he does not elevate the ball very much. If he's going to miss, it's going to be down low. Ground ball pitcher all the way. And that's in there for a called strike. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner at 3rd. Reds lead it 7-5. We're in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. That is up the middle for a base hit. And that'll be a 2-out hit for Grove. And an RBI. So Shimmershine will score. That'll make it 8-5. That'll bring up Taylor Sanagorski. Sanagorski hit by a pitch last time. He swings through the first one. Strike 1. Hit by pitch and walked. He's 1 for 2. And the 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch is swung through and missed. And Grove will steal it. Martin unable to find the handle. And Grove into second base. Actually, they say it's a foul ball. So Grove back to first. Time is called. We have ball out of in the outfield. Looks like the manager for the A's out to talk about something. Not sure what's going on. Martin's going to go out and talk to DeMaria. Take that opportunity. Not sure what they could possibly be talking about. A's manager appears to be satisfied. Pats the umpire on the back, and back to the dugout he goes. Hope they weren't talking about us. No balls, 2 strikes to Sanagorski, playing left field today. And that is driven to left field. DeBril has a beat on it, and that'll do it. So the Reds get 1. They lead it 8-5. And we're through 7. We'll be right back.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Love you, Coach. Aw.
9 o'clock, you're pitching tomorrow.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th. Little Sweet Caroline here at the ballpark. 7, 8, and 9 scheduled for the A's. They trail it 8-5. Jacob Gibbs out there to continue to work for the Reds. It'll be DeBriel and Martin and Ubaldo scheduled here in the 8th. And that pitch is low. DeBriel ahead in the count, 2-0. 1 for 3 today. He swings through it and misses. DeBriel out of Baton Rouge. He's out of the University of Mary. And he swings at that one, driven to center field. Norris ranging over to his left, and that'll do it. 1 out now. A's are running out of time. Brings up the catcher, Levi Martin. It's his first plate appearance, actually his second plate appearance, struck out in the 6th. So he's 0 for 1. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. Martin came in for Tyler Butterfield. And that is bounced to the right side. Simmers up with it. Over to Allis in time. And 2 quick outs for Jacob Gibbs. This will bring up Ubaldo Romo. This will be Romo's first plate appearance today. Steps in from the right side and takes a strike on the inside corner. Romo out of Atwater, California, and he'll be going to Southwestern. And he takes a pitch inside. Count even now, 1-1. Off-speed pitch bounce to the left side. And foul. Third base umpire Clint Wheeler, definitive call. It's his ball after it reaches the bag. So Romo will retreat. Count 1-2 to him. Ball and 2 strikes. That is fisted foul. Good pitch by Jacob Gibbs. That was on the inner half. Romo pulled his hands in and did foul it pretty significantly, but it was foul. Pretty good wood on it. So pretty quick hands there by Romo. And that is bounced to the left side. High hopper for Grove. He's up with it over to first, and the throw is high. Romo down to second. Catcher Hattinger backing it up. And he's in there. So Romo will reach on the error. Grove had a high hopper. He knew Romo ran well, rushed it a little bit, and airmailed the first baseman Allis. So that'll be an error. And Romo down to second. 2 outs now. Top of the order, here's Alex Cerna. Hitless today. And that is to center field. Norris in and to his right, and will gobble it up. So the A's leave one here in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-5 Reds. We'll be right back.
Mom, we're gonna be late.
I know.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 8th. Reds lead at 8-5 over the A's from Fresno. Alec DeMaria out again. He's only given up 1 run since being inserted. 4, 5, and 6 scheduled for the Jasper Reds. It'll be Jackson, Eater, and Campbell. Number 4 will be pinch hitting Jason Goodwin. And he takes a pitch outside. Goodwin out of Owensboro Community College. He takes a strike. 5'8", 160-pounder. Steps in from the right side. And that is bounced to the right side. Romo up with it over to first in time. 1 out now. This will bring up Caleb Eater. Eater a couple of hits on the day, couple of hits for the tournament. Base hit and a run scored in that big 5th inning. He takes a ball wide. Popped out to the right fielder, last time up in the 6th. Base hits in the 5th and the 1st. RBI in the 1st, and that's wide. 2-0 now to the big third baseman. And that's high. So 3 straight balls from Alec DeMaria. Nobody getting loose in the A's bullpen. Looks like they're going to go with DeMaria. And a 3-0. That misses wide. So a 4-pitch walk issued to Caleb Eater. So Eater is at first base with 1 out. This will bring up Chris Campbell. Campbell 1 for 2, a walk and a hit by pitch. Struck out in the 6th. Pretty good lead over there by Eater. That's inside, ball 1. So that's 5 straight from Alec DeMaria. Ball and no strikes. That is up the middle for a base hit. So Campbell with his 2nd base hit of the game. Eater down to 2nd. 1 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. This will bring up Austin Ollis. He's out of the University of Indiana. 6'2", 225-pounder. And the first pitch to him. That's in there for a call strike. And here's the 0-1. Change of pace. That's in the dirt. Blocked nice by Martin. 1-1 now to Ollis. Wind appears to be picking up a little bit out of the south, blowing out to left. There's some activity now in the A's bullpen. And that is a little excuse me swing. That is bounced foul into the dugout. Looks like Marco Gonzalez getting loose down there in the dugout, in the bullpen. And the 1-1, that is outside. Snap throw down to first. Not in time. 2 balls and a strike. So they may bring the designated hitter in to pitch. So Gonzalez getting loose. And straight change is fouled back. Ollis had the brakes on, just able to keep his hands back long enough to foul it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. 8-5 Reds. We're in the top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. And that's inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Goodwin led it off, bouncing out to the right side. A walk to Eater and a base hit by Campbell. And that is driven to right center. Scott coming in. Right fielder down to a knee and makes the catch. So a good hustle play by Scott in right field. That ball was hit right into the sun. He was battling that the whole way. 2 outs now.
Left fielder number 2, Jared Summerson.
This will bring up Jared Simmersam. It's his first plate appearance since being inserted in the 7th to run. And the first pitch to him in there. Good fastball at 80 mile an hour from DeMaria. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Reds lead at 8-5. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And here's the 0-1. That's popped up. Looks like the shortstop Ward is going to come in and make the catch right behind the home plate, and that'll do it for the Reds here in the bottom of the 8th. They leave a couple, and we go to the 9th. Reds 8, A's 5. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 9th. It's do or die for the A's. They're down to their final 3 outs. They need 3 runs to keep it going and 4 to force the bottom of the 9th. They trail it 8-5. Jacob Gibbs will be called on to continue to pitch. And the first pitch to Anthony Ward is batted foul. It'll be Ward, Petner, and Gonzalez here in the top of the 9th. Ward a tough out today. 3 hits in 4 chances, so he is 3 for 4. And has bounced to the left side. Eater up with it on the big hop over to first, and he gets the speedy Ward. So 1 up and 1 down for Fresno. And this will bring up Will Petner. Base hit in the 7th and was stranded. And a walk in the 5th. And that is batted to the right side. Simmers up with it. Over to first in time. 2 down now. So Fresno's down to their final out.
Number 24, Marcus Gonzalez. Cleanup hitter brought to you by OxyFresh Carpet Cleaning, the world's greenest carpet cleaner.
And the first pitch to Gonzalez is inside, ball 1. And that pitch is skied to center. Center fielder Norris coming in, laying out, and makes the play, and that's going to do it. What a way to end it. Norris, good hustle play, lays out, and robs Gonzalez. And here's your totals. For the A's, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. And for the victorious Reds, 8 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. Winning pitcher will be Jacob Gibbs, and the loss will go to Alec DeMaria. Jasper will go to 1-1 in the tournament. Fresno 0-2. We will have the Golden Bears versus the Dirtbags in about 35 minutes. Steve Strain will have that for you. So for Chris and Jack Worrell, I'm Todd Hook signing off for now. We will see you later.